Hey, what's up guys? Books Nelson here, back with another video, and today we'll be breaking down the Spark set, and in another video shortly after this, we'll be looking at all of these playoff cards. But let's get to the Spark set first, keep it short and sweet, and get right into the content. So first things first, we've got Tobias Harris. So Tobias is a solid shooter, and with his jump shot sped up, he should be pretty good. So let's see what he's talking about. So he's 6'11", at the small, he's 6'7" at the small forward. I didn't know he was that short. Man, when did that happen? So Michael Jordan dribble style, another Ja. They've been doing this a lot lately, and I don't understand why, because this Ja Morant signature size up is fine, but it's not great. Steph Curry escape is okay. Levine combo moves, I don't think are very good. Most of Levine's sigs are kind of troll, to be honest with you. Kobe breakdown moves, also not good. Kyrie Irving crossover, not the best, but I have to take a closer look at it because I haven't really used that dribble with Kyrie Irving. Yeah, it's a sig one. Oh, Gerald Wallace. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good one either. Curry behind the back is great. James Harden step back is all right. And we're going to explore that a little bit more because I discovered something recently. If you guys have seen my Larry Bird video, another way to use step backs besides simply snatching and like retreating, the step backs off the hop have a nice little usage. So we'll see what that looks like when eventually we get the card. Moving spin pro and moving hezzy James Harden, which is okay. So he should be all right. Pro leaner, hop jumper. Honestly, this card looks super duper mid. Great shooter. Mid athleticism, yeah. This is like the very, as DBG would say, like bang average. This guy seems just like the most bang average card in the world. He does not have unpluckable. You absolutely have to give that to him because these days people running around here with, Dr. J and Shea and all of these, and Drew and Derek White. These cards can snatch that ball right off of you, and this card would be nearly unplayable as a ball handler with no unpluckable because that thing is going to come right out of there. But yeah, this card looks decent. 85 driving dunk, like literally outside of the shooting, he's basically mid at everything else. Although I will say this 94 strength is fantastic. And that could, I'm not going to say save the card because he doesn't look bad. He just looks very, very average, very kind of normal, very ordinary. They released a Tobias Harris card, would be my review of this card. He does have Hall of Fame right stick ripper, a great suite of defensive badges, and 94 strength. So don't be surprised with 6'7" and a 6'11" wingspan if he actually defends above his head. Let's move on to the next card. Pajemski. Okay, so shout out to all of the Golden State Warriors fans. 6'4" with a very small wingspan. So that already is going to give him somewhat limited usage from a side standpoint. But I will say, pretty familiar with this card in the sense that I use his Emerald a lot for objectives and stuff like that, a lot of offline stuff, and his jumper is solid. And on very quick, it should be even better than solid. Rose and Kyrie, excellent size up and dribble style combination. Kemba escape, love that. Behind the back, James Harden, step back, James Harden. This card actually looks really, really good. Pro 2 leaner, normal 2 hop jumper. I have to say, from a SIG standpoint, I'm very excited about what Pajemski is bringing to the table. He looks really good. Really excited to use this card. I mean, he's going to be in line with a lot of 6'4" cards, 6'3", 6'4" cards. Let's see how he is as a dunker. 90 driving dunk, also solid. 84 strength, slightly lacking in that category, but good defense outside of that. Blocks a little low. But yeah, I say you throw a shoe on this guy. Let's look at his badges. He doesn't seem like he needs much from a badge standpoint either. He doesn't have a movable enforcer. That hurts a lot, actually. That hurts a lot. But I will say, offensively, card looks solid. Not super tiny, although, again, that 6'5" wingspan definitely limits the card on defense, in addition to the fact that he just doesn't have great defense across the board. But it looks pretty good, though. Like, the defensive stats look pretty good. It's just more, he's going to get bullied, I think. It would be the main thing. But I like the card. He looks like a fun card. He looks like he'll be effective. And if you know money spent stylistically, he might fit your squad better. We'll do him last because we think he's going to be the best card. So I'm going to do Tyson Chandler last, actually. Okay, Trevor Ariza, Lakers faithful, former Laker and former Knick, right? Knicks draft pick back in the dark days when we gave good players like him up for no reason. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, love that already. Let's see what these animations are talking about. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so if his jumper is not trash, this card is talking to me right now because Derrick Rose, size up with the Michael Jordan dribble style. Not a combo we see too often. Steph escape, good enough. Iverson combo moves actually aren't very good, unfortunately. I hope 2K fixes that next year because Iverson having bad combo moves is just offensive to me as a basketball fan. Michael Jordan crossover, not one of the best ones. John Wall step backs, excellent. Curry moving behind the backs, excellent. And pro hezzy, let's see what's he got. Okay, he's got the bird hezzy, so he should be able to burst, no problem. The goat bird hezzy. So yeah, I mean, I like what I'm seeing. Normal 2 leaner is fine. Normal 2 hop jumper. I mean, normal 1 leaner is fine. Normal 2 hop jumper is absolutely excellent. I am very, very much looking forward to this card, especially on my no money spent. If this shot really works well, this card could be very serious. Let's look at the badges before we get out of here. Let's go next gen and see that, yeah, Hoff immovable, Hoff glove. Yeah, and we know the dunking's going to be there. 97 driving dunk. This guy was a tremendous athlete when he first came into the league. I don't know why, like, and he really slowed down in terms of dunking when he went to the Lakers. I think maybe it's just the structure of their team, but his athleticism was off the charts. And if I'm not wrong, I think he's Dominican. I could be wrong. I think, well, he's half Latino somewhere in there, I think. So shout out to this guy. Great play, not great player, but great role player for sure. Great role player. And yeah, looking forward to trying out this Trevor Ariza card. Actually, pretty exciting card. 94 3-ball. Generally great athleticism. Throw a strength shoe on there. Get that up over to 91 at least, preferably 92. And I think this card is really talking about something. I don't see anything wrong with this card, and I'm really looking forward to him. So this is a very, very pleasant surprise on this Trevor Ariza. Jeremy Lin. Okay, so Jeremy Lin's size is all right. It's that 200 pounds. It just gives him that extra stockiness as a build, and as a character. So I like that about the Jeremy Lin card. 6'3", 6'5" wingspan. So the real key with this card is, does this jumper speed up? Because I can tell you what, his jumper on his Evo card is prohibitive. All right, like it is literally a reason that the card, I won't say can't play, but he's a liability on the court. So if this jumper on very quick speeds up significantly, we're talking about something pretty good in this Jeremy Lin card, because he's got the Pro 2 leaner, normal 2 hop jumper. That's basically one of the best combinations you can possibly have. Funny enough, I don't hear players talk about the normal 2 hop jumper a lot, but 2K is clearly very aware that it's good. So they're a little ahead of the curve on the community here, as far as I'm concerned. I've been singing the praises of this thing basically all year. Was very curious why no one was using it. And 2K clearly values that because they're putting it on a lot of their cards now that they're improving their animations. His own size up with Kyrie Irving dribble style. Really, really curious about that. Kemba escape, Booker combo moves. Booker combo moves I think are okay actually. Booker crossover also mid, Kobe breakdown mid. Moving behind the back pro, what's that? Yes, the Jamal Murray, it should be. And moving step back, James Harden. This is going to be a fun, interesting card. John Wall layup package. Not the best layup package, actually. It should be fine, but not the best layup package. We'll definitely take a look at this card. I owe you guys a lot of breakdowns. I want to step up the game on the breakdowns and get you a lot more of those in the rest of this week. So look to get spam this week with the breakdowns. We're going to be a real My Team YouTuber and put up a bunch of videos. But yeah, Jeremy Lin looks really, really good. Let's look at his stats and badges before we get out of here. And immovable, he has it on gold. Cool, that'll work. What's the strength? 85 strength. It's fine. He can't get to 90. A little unfortunate. 95 driving dunk. Love that. He was already a really good slasher, to be honest with you. This Jeremy Lin card was already really good at going to the basket. He had great speed. He's very much like a Westbrook card, the way he was already. I think he was a little bit underrated. The community was saying he was trash. He wasn't trash. He just had a very hitchy, very slow jumper. Pretty much really struggled on the moving catch, right? Like if he was coming around a curl or something like that, kind of struggled. But we'll see if this very quick upgrade can get that jumper to be usable. Zion Williamson. All right. So you know what you're kind of getting with Zion. But basically, this is almost 100 overall Zion as we look at the stats. Almost. Athleticism, absolutely 100 overall, right? And then interior-wise, 100 overall. Defensively, almost 100 overall, because you can get +4 here on the steal, +3 on the lateral, +2 on the lateral interior. You can get almost everything to 99 if you put a defense shoe on him. And honestly, with the shooting, he's good enough. Animation wise, this is what we need to look at. Okay, so he still has his same shot, and it's on very quick. What was the Opal's shot on? Because if the shot is the same, yeah, it was on very quick. So you know what the shot is like. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's usable. It's not that hard to hit, to be honest with you, but it's got a bit of a catapult going on, a bit of a shot put. So at the end of the day, that's where Zion is. Let's see if anything else has changed from his animations, actually. And that's what we'll look to see if the card's gotten a lot better. So upgrade from Devin Booker to Kyrie Irving dribble style, which is good for him because he'll be able to burst out of anything. Moving step back. Yeah, I was saying Curry's an upgrade over Doncic. Doncic is good for combos, but Curry is good for combos, but also has utility. Again, if you look at the Larry Bird tutorial, I go over that Steph Curry moving step back in terms of moving around the perimeter. You get that nice short hop, which you can burst out of. And with a card like Zion, that short hop is going to be great because you'll be able to get on that rim consistently. And honestly, if you're playing Zion, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to hit people with some embarrassing dunk animations and have a lot of fun. So Zion, he's a Zion card. If you're familiar with Zion cards, I don't think this will be significantly different. I think he has moderate upgrades over the previous Zion card. But the one thing I would also look at is that stamina. What's his stamina at? Okay, so he gets more stamina. So the reason I look at the stamina, I think because of Zion's weight, he loses stamina a lot more quickly than another card with the same stamina grade. So that's another thing. You want that stamina to be as high as possible. And badge-wise, you want that Hall of Fame handles for days. Let's see. Does he have that? Let's look at next gen. And look at these playmaking badges real quick. No, still gold handles for days. Very unfortunate, actually, for Zion. Because I know this is one of those things where you look at it and you go, oh, well, that should be fine. Gold handles for days. It's because of that stamina loss, right? That Zion stamina loss is pretty brutal. The card gets tired very, very quick. And so anything you get to increase his stamina would have been fantastic. He still also doesn't have open looks at all, which is very strange. Is that upgradable? That seems like an unnecessary lack on the dark matter here. Yeah, okay, it is upgradable. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's upgradable, you're cool. So yeah, Zion card looks pretty good. All right, without further ado, let's look at who should be the best card in the collection, Mr. Tyson Chandler. So first things first, so his shot is actually very similar. We're going to compare this to the other one. Look at those dribbles. He's got some decent dribbles there. So we're going to go ahead and compare him to his pink diamond and see what's different. All right, so athletically, he is extremely similar, slightly faster. Defensively, honestly, he's still fantastic. So very slight defensive upgrades. As a finisher, again, very similar. So this is basically just not free Tyson Chandler, but if you missed him, Tyson Chandler. Driving dunk is a 95. I don't think this will make a difference. I don't think any of this will really make a difference. He's going to finish the same. He finished great before. His shooting is a bit better. I don't think his shooting is better enough that you'll really feel a difference. He had a very smooth jumper before. I would say the very quick jumper will make a bigger difference than anything else. All right, so now we look at the upgrades. This guy can handle the ball a lot better than he used to. So we're going to have to look at those badges. Oh, hold on. I almost buried the lead. Nikola Jokic hop jumper. This guy might start for me. I mean that unironically. This might be my starting power forward. That makes him a monster. You got, again, yeah, not to self-advertise here, a shameless plug, but watch that Nikola Jokic video. That Nikola Jokic hop jumper is one of the best weapons in the game. Underutilized. I just made a character on my No Money Spent account that I'm going to No Money Spent build him up. I'll let you guys know how that journey goes. I'll record some of it as we start to get into the 70s and 80s and start playing that build. For now, we're just doing my career. But yeah, that Nikola Jokic hop jumper, he's got normal leaner. Although I do like the basic leaner on bigs, to be honest with you. His release timing's on very quick. I'm extremely excited about this Tyson Chandler card. And he's going to start for me on my No Money Spent. And this might sound crazy, he might start for me over Bol Bol. Seriously. He might start for me over Bol Bol. And I don't know if I could push Bill Russell off the squad. Maybe Bill Russell will be pushed to the rotation. I just think Bill Russell is just so lights out, outstanding as a defensive player. His shot is really easy to hit, and he can dribble. Bill Russell is just fantastic. I think he's one of the most underrated cards in the game. That having been said, this Tyson Chandler is going to get some minutes somewhere, somehow, and he will be the MVP of my no money spent squad so far. And I have the, spoiler alert, actually, I'm not going to tell you guys what I got, but he's going to push a dark matter to my bench. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, dribble moves, he looks really, really good. I'm not going to talk about them too much here, but we are going to break down this card and see what those dribble moves are talking about. Okay, badge wise, we know defensively he's going to be immaculate. I don't even care what these defensive badges say. This guy, if you've seen this card, he just moves different. So you can expect that. Now, he's going to need some of these shooting badges. I would say number 1 is open looks. Number 2 is catch and shoot. Let me see. Number 3 is green machine. Number 4, handles for days. After that, you can start taking your choices. I would say Agent 3 will be the next one. And also a Space Creator, because of that Jokic Hop Jumper. If you have Hall of Fame Space Creator, put it on this card for the Jokic Hop Jumper. Spam that, and you're welcome for the Triple Threat online wins. So Tyson Chandler looks absolutely fantastic, even better than I anticipated. I didn't expect these dribble sigs to go way up like this. He needs a bunch of badges, but this guy, he is a beautiful canvas for you guys to paint on with those badges. All right, guys, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for the support so far. I will see y'all shortly in another video. Peace.